In today's painful headlines, tonight, survivors of pre-sexual abuse like Sean Doherty see a glimmer of hope.
If this report does not eliminate the statutes of limitations, what is it going to take to do that?
For Pennsylvania State Representative Mark Rossi, it's a crusade. He was raped by a priest.
Victims should have any amount of time to come forward when they're ready.
The grand jury report detailed a litany of alleged crimes. A priest who abused 5 girls in one family, another who raped at least 15 boys, and still another accused priest who left the clergy, and the diocese recommended him for a job at Walt Disney World. Is this just a Pennsylvania problem?
No, I don't think it's a Pennsylvania problem solely at all.
Mike Rezendes was one of the Boston Globe Spotlight reporters that uncovered the web of deceit in that city's archdiocese.
This is the same old story. The depravity is the same. The criminality is the same. The determination to cover up is the same.
Yet from Pope Francis, whose compassion has enthralled the world, not one word at today's audience. He prayed for the victims of the Genoa bridge collapse, but no mention of the abuse victims here or in Chile, where police raided the offices of that nation's bishops' conference. An omission New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan says should not be misinterpreted.
We actually know how furious the Pope is about it. We actually know how frustrated he is about it.
Many of the faithful are frustrated too, shattered by this latest breach of trust. Ann Thompson, NBC News, New York.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.